This is Dawn McCoy with Flourish Leadership Group, where I ignite your leadership to the next level. Have you ever wondered what the best possible ways are to accomplish something? What are your leadership hacks? I'm going to talk to you today about what are the best ways you can go about being productive as a leader and not let yourself slack off. Well, if you're like most people, you're a leader, you're someone who likes to be highly accomplished in what you're doing. You're task oriented, you're focused, you're making sure that things are happening, right? You're someone who's on point. And let me tell you, about doing that, you have to be focused on what you're doing. That's the first thing right there. Staying on task and staying focused. Now, if you're like me, you have multitasking going on all the time. There are projects, endeavors, efforts, staff, resources, and other things always pulling on you. But what you can do is really just get yourself into a mindset of focusing on the task at hand, making sure to have that laser-like mind and be able to really stay on task. Now, what I want you to do is not just think about staying on, oh my goodness, I have to stay on this. I can't vary. I can't go off to the side. I can't go to the left or to the right. But I want you to think about, what is your end goal? What are you trying to accomplish, and how can you stay focused to do that? By being mindful about what you need to do. If you've got to get to the end of the day and have that status report done, I want you to stay on task and stay on, okay, do little bite-sized pieces at a time. You don't have to eat the whole elephant at once. You have to take on a little bit. So if it's just writing out that table of contents, do that. If it's making sure you're writing the intro or the conclusion, do that. Do it in stages about what will work for you so that it's manageable. That's the best part about being in the driver's seat and about being a leader. Learning how to divvy up those tasks so that it is manageable over time. Then you have the way to maximize your focus. Now that actually leads into my second point, that you don't have to stay sitting down and focused for 12 hours at a time or 2 hours at a time to be accomplished. Let me tell you, the best leaders are those who get up and move around, have stretch breaks, make sure that they're doing what they can to get themselves juices moving. Keeping the mind sharp requires you to be fully agile and really plugged into what you're doing. It means that you're being able to stretch your arms out, stretch your neck out, being able to move your body, and get up and really just take a deep breath and think about what it is that you're trying to get done. Leaders are the best ones to be able to do this because they can see so much, visionary and thinking about big picture, and not just being able to sit somewhere and go, I've got to sit for another few hours and get this knocked out. I need to make sure to get this project done. I've got to stay in my seat for 8 hours. Actually, those who get things done in the shortest amount of time are those, sometimes, not always, but who take breaks between what they're doing. Now, I think you have to figure out what works for you, more importantly. It's not always going to hold true for everyone. I am recommending and suggesting that you take breaks and pauses. Now, this could be a coffee break, a water break, fruit and snack break, whatever it might be. But be able to have that so you can get back on number one, focus. What I want you to do next is think about notes that you need to take. Why? Because I want you to think about what you need to do. Mental notes, copious notes, short notes, post-it notes. There are lots of different ways that you can think about being able to quickly get your message written down. Now, there are great technology resources today, Evernote, and a lot of other online platforms to be able to capture what you need to say and do, what you need to keep out of your brain and get out on paper. So if you need to jot down something, have a handy notepad, but also maybe have post-it notes if you're trying to organize some thoughts. I want you to think about where you can keep those electronic notes and transfer them into practical notebooks and be able to keep some synthesized thoughts together so that you can be the most effective leader that you can be. I want you to think about being strategic, thoughtful. I want you to think about how you can really be poised and conscientious of what you need to do to give yourself the best possible chance of success. So again, this is Dawn McCoy with Flourish Leadership Group, where I ignite your leadership to the next level. I want to challenge you to think about what works best for you with these 3 ways, these hacks of being able to have the most possible productivity as a leader. And feel free to comment in the below about what works for you. By putting something in that box below, You're sharing with others what works, and everybody's sharing with each other. I'm hopeful to be able to make sure this is a forum for people to share ideas, to exchange thoughts, to have some real out-of-the-box thinking about what productivity ways they can be a better leader. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, because there's so much information out there, but also leadership being something that you're committed to developing. You can learn more about what I do at flourishleadership.com, but also be sure to hit the like button, be sure to hit the notification button, and to subscribe to this channel so that you can get all of the updates as they're released. Well, again, until we meet again, be sure to be able to keep in touch and be enriched, be enlightened, be empowered.